Hello, good morning, my dear students of Class 10. How are you all? I hope you all are fine there and ready for studying social study with pen, paper, and necessary materials. This is me, Dinesh Karki, your social study teacher, and you are watching your own program, Pabson Tele-Education, on your favorite channel, Janata Television. So, are you ready? If you are ready, then I would like to welcome you all in this social class. Let's begin. Let's get started, boys and girls. Boys and girls, in the previous class, we studied about the human resource development, right? Today, we'll talk about the need and importance of the HRD. But before we begin the class, I quickly recap the previous points we explored in the previous class about the types of human resource on the basis of skill. Some of the students have asked questions regarding the clarification of human resource on the basis of skill. So I quickly recap the types of manpower on the basis of skill. So let's recap. Boys and girls, are you see the slide on the board? Let's see the slide on the board. Okay, boys and girls, on the basis of skill, there are four types of manpower. Okay, you can see in the slide there are four types of manpower. Okay, and we have developed one key also, keyword. Can you see that keyword? SUSS. So I have developed this keyword for the memorization. Now, what do you mean by S? S for semi-skilled human resource, and U for unskilled human resource, and again S for skilled human resource, and H for highly skilled human resource. Boys and girls, let's clarify one by one. What do you mean by unskilled manpower? Boys and girls, we discussed about the unskilled manpower in the previous class also. So let's quickly remember about the unskilled manpower. Boys and girls, the manpower who carry out their work manually, right, is known as unskilled manpower. Of course, you may ask, everybody has a skill, but when they work, they don't use any skills. Means they carry out their work manually. So they are examples, they are, porters or general laborers, right? Though they have a skill, but while working, they don't use any skills. They carry out their work manually. Clear, boys and girls? Okay, so let's quickly go ahead. Next step, semi-skilled. Some of the students are confused on this type of manpower. Boys and girls, let me clear you very clearly. Semi-skilled manpower, the manpower, who carry out their work on the basis of skill, keep in mind. But they get their skills, through trainings, right? They get the skill through trainings and they carry out the work, and sometimes they take the help of others while carrying out the work. All right, but they are not expert in this field. Who are they? They are electrician, they are carpenter and mason, plumber also. All right, so how do we identify? The very important thing is, semi-skilled manpower are such manpower, they carry out the work by using their skill, but here you need to remember, they they get their skill through training, 6-month training, 10 months or 12 months training, and they come back to the work and they carry out the work. Okay, they are called semi-skilled manpower. But boys and girls, here you need to remember is, look at the side, you need to remember is they are not expert in this field. They are actually work as assistant of the expert. Clear? For example, CTEBT provides training and produces such type of unskilled manpower. I hope you understood this. All right. So next, skilled manpower. Actually, we already discussed about it in detail. Though let me clear it once more. Skilled manpower, those manpower who carry out their work on the basis of skill, and they have attained their skill. They actually attain this skill after the long and deep study, research, and investigation. They are called skilled manpower. For example, yes, you are right, teacher, engineer, doctor. Actually, they have to study long and deep. Then after only, they become the skilled manpower. Got, boys and girls? Keep in mind the skilled manpower carry out their work by using their skill independently, all right? And they are expert there in their field. I hope you understood that this point. Now, highly skilled manpower, generally, boys and girls, highly skilled manpower refers to such manpower who carry out their work and who actually guide the skilled manpower even. Keep in mind, the manpower who can guide and supervise even the skilled manpower, they are called highly skilled manpower. For example, yes, PhD guide. PhD guide even guides, even monitors, even supervises the PhD scholar. Get point? So boys and girls, I hope you understood this point. All right? Boys and girls, I hope you have understood this point. Some technical problem has arrived to us, boys and girls. Boys and girls, now we come to the next topic, need and importance of the human resource. Boys and girls, so before I begin the class, what do you mean by, do you know about the need and importance of human resource? Do you know the need of human resource? All right, you are right. Yes, boys and girls, actually, in human resource, in the field of organization, in the field of organization, there is a great need of human resource, boys and girls. Keep in mind. And especially to run any organization, boys and girls, we need manpower. All right. For that, human resource organization need to demand and recruit the manpower. Keep in mind, demand and recruit the manpower. Actually, organization need. All right. If there is not the production and preparation of the manpower, then you cannot demand and you cannot recruit also. Boys and girls, keep in mind. Our next need is, boys and girls, if you have, suppose, if you need manpower, all right, suppose you have one organization, all right, and you need manpower, all right. So how do you identify the manpower? For example, if there is the production and preparation of the manpower in any organization or school or university, you identify the manpower there, and then after only, you will recruit. So for the identifying the possibility and availability of manpower, you need the human resource development. Until or unless, there is not the production and preparation of the human resource, you will not get the human resource, boys and girls. Similarly, boys and girls, little bit technical problem is here. Yes. Yes, boys and girls, let me repeat once again. We are talking about the need and importance of human resource. Boys and girls, please look at the slide. You will see the slide and need and importance of human resource. Number 1 point, let me repeat once again, demand and recruitment of the manpower. For example, Bhatini supermarket needs human resource, right? If there is the production and preparation of the human resource in school, in college, in the market, then only Bhatini supermarket can hire, can demand and can recruit. All right. So, for the demand and recruitment of the manpower for any organization like Bhatini supermarket, there must be the production of human resource. There must be the human resource development. All right. So keep in mind. Second is identification of the availability and possibility of the expert and skilled human resource. For example, boys and girls, you have organization, right? So how do you identify the human resource? All right. Suppose you are running a school. You need skilled manpower like teachers. Suppose you have a hospital, right? You need doctors, right? How do you identify? Of course, you can identify because there is the preparation and production of human resource in the market, especially in the college, in the hospital, boys and girls, keep in mind. So for the identification and availability and possibility of the experts and skilled manpower, there must be human resource development. Human resource development is needed to the organization so that they can recruit and they can demand the manpower. Got it? Second point, boys and girls. Now, third point, diversification in an organization. First of all, what do you mean by diversification? Let me tell you, diversification means, boys and girls, variety. Variety, keep in mind. Suppose you want variety in your company. Let's take an example of, again, Bhatbhatini supermarket. Suppose there is the diversification in the Bhatbhatini supermarket because it sells grocery, right? It sells cosmetics, it sells vegetable, it sells liquor, right? So see the diversification. But now to sell the liquid products, Bhatbhatini supermarket needs such a salesman who knows about the who has the information, who must have the information of the liquid product. Then only he or she can sell the liquid. For example, suppose cosmetics, right? To sell the cosmetics product, a company or Bhatbhatini supermarket needs such manpower, such a salesman who knows the idea and skills of the cosmetics. Then only he or she can sell the cosmetics product. I mean to say, if you want diversification in your company, in your enterprises, then you need varieties of manpower, right? So for the diversification of any kind of organization, you need manpower, and it is only possible when there is the preparation and production of human resource. All right, get the point. Now, growth of organization, boys and girls. This is very important point. Keep in mind. What do you mean by growth of organization? When does a company grow? You are right. When company earns profit, then only your company can grow. When does company get profit? When there is a higher productivity, then your company grow. So when is higher productivity? When there is a minimization of loss, when there is the proper mobilization of manpower, when there is the proper management of energy, when there is the cost control, cost reduction, then only there will be productivity. So boys and girls, to bring all these things, to control cost, to minimize the loss, to mobilize the manpower, what do we need? We need skilled manpower. All right, and for that there must be the production of the human resource. There must be the development of the human resource. If there is a HRD is there, then only you can do it. All right. So it is very important. It is needed for the growth of organization. HRD is needed for the growth of organization. Keep in mind, boys and girls. Next point. Now, let's remember this point. How do you remember? Okay. Last time I discussed about the technique of memorization. So see, I have summarized these all 4 points. You can see in the slide, boys and girls. I have developed one code. It's a very familiar code, DDG. So I have summarized all these 5 points in a single word, DDG. How do you remember? Very simple. Number 1 is D for demand and recruitment of the manpower. Until or unless there is a production of the manpower, preparation of the manpower, then only you can demand and recruit. D for demand and recruitment. All right, come to the I. The I means identification, availability, and possibility of expert and skilled manpower. Boys and girls, you can copy this. It will work for you for the memorization. All right. So I for identification and availability of the and possibility of the expert and skilled manpower. I hope you copied it. Boys and girls, second, D for diversification in organization. We have already discussed, if you want variety in terms of production or in terms of sales, then you need to do diversification in your company, in your business institute. For that, you need different types of skilled manpower. When do you get such skilled manpower? When there is development of human resource. So HRD is very, very important for the growth of organization. So G for growth, boys and girls. Now I for increment and decrement of member of works in the organization by analyzing an expenditure for the laborers. Boys and girls, for example, sometimes there can be the increment of the manpower in organization. So at that time, if manpower is higher than the productivity, then there will be loss. So management generally analyzes the labor cost. So if labor cost is higher, then company reduces the manpower. But when company needs to increase the manpower, then company should get the manpower from the market. If there is not the development of the human resource in the market, in the college, in the university, or any training institute, then it cannot hire, it cannot increase. So boys and girls, for the increment and decrement of the number of workers in an organization, human resource development is very, very important. So I for increment and decrement. So remember this, right? So G for growth of organization, I have already told you. So this is how we made the formula the G. It's a code word. If you remember this code word, then you can easily remember these things. Boys and girls, now let's come to the importance of HRD. Boys and girls, see, it sounds similar. Need and importance actually sound similar, and somehow it can carry the same meaning, but there is a thin line difference, boys and girls. So let's talk about the importance of HRD one by one, boys and girls. So look at the slide. What is the first importance? Yes, boosting the organization in search of manpower for the present and future need. For example, boosting means facilitating. All right. Actually, HRD facilitates the company or organization in terms of searching manpower. All right. For example, Trivandrum University produces the manpower. All right. So Pokhara University produces the manpower. So these, production center actually boosts, facilitates the organization to search up the manpower, helps the organization in terms of searching manpower. Clear? I hope you understood this point. Second is assisting in the effective use of manpower. Boys and girls, let me make it very clear. Generally, the production and of preparation of manpower is not only happens in school, training center or colleges, but sometimes organization, right, in business organization, companies also actually develops the manpower inside the company, right, by providing training, through workshop, through seminar. So actually, while conducting seminar, while conducting workshop, they identify the capability and competencies of the manpower. So and then this HRD process inside the company really helps the management to use the effectively manpower in the company. All right. So boys and girls understood this point, I think. Now, beneficial for the development of leadership, supervision, and effective communication in the organization. Boys and girls, again, you need to remember, organization actually develops the manpower inside also. So while developing the manpower, actually, it becomes very beneficial to organization, because while conducting seminar, while conducting workshop, management, develops the leadership, supervises them, their capability, and they develops the effective communication skill in the manpower. So it will be really beneficial to the management later on. Let me tell you again, see, production of and preparation of the manpower takes place inside the company itself, boys and girls. We are talking about the preparation and production of manpower in school and colleges. At the same time, we are talking about the preparation and production, development of manpower inside the company also. So while developing manpower inside the company, management actually identifies the capability, leadership skill, and their effective communication. And at the same time, they develop their skills also. So such manpower become really beneficial to the organization. I hope you understood this point also. Now, next point, boys and girls, adding the higher productivity in the organization. Boys and girls, human resource development is very, very important for, adding the higher productivity, increasing the higher productivity. How, boys and girls? So you can see in the point, if company utilizes the manpower in a proper way, right? Or company if mobilizes the capital in a proper way, if there is the management of energy inside the company, and if company minimizes the loss, then only there will be the increment of the productivity in the company, boys and girls. So for the increment of the productivity, there must be the minimization of the loss. All right, there must be the mobilization of the capital, there must be the management of the energy. When these all things possible, you answer me. Yes, these all possible when you recruit the human resource manpower who are very skilled. Only the skilled manpower can utilize the time in a proper way. They can work on time, and they can be able to mobilize the capital in a proper way. So if you recruit skilled manpower, they can manage the energy and they can minimize the loss also, boys and girls. So for the recruitment and for the demand of such manpower and increasing the productivity, boys and girls, HRD is very, very important. Now, sorry, motivation to manpower and organization to achieve the goal. Boys and girls, every organization has certain goals, certain objectives, all right? But, I have already told you, inside the company, inside the business organization, the development process is going on, all right? And through training, through seminar, and through workshop. And through training, through workshop, through seminar, actually, they always motivate their workers, their staffs. So they will be motivated to achieve their goal. I hope you understood point. Now, expansion of relationship between human resource in the company and stakeholders. Boys and girls, inside the company, actually, production and preparation of the human resource goes on time and again through seminar, through workshop, and through other kind of trainings. So while doing these all things, there will be the expansion of relationship between company and stakeholders. So for example, suppose there is a school, and time and again school conducts the training and motivates their staffs. Then their staffs become very much capable, and they can establish the relationship between school and guardians. So this is how there will be the establishment of relationship between guardian and school. There will be the expansion of relationship between guardian and school. That relationship really bring good results in the company, in the school, and that will be benefited to the organization. So boys and girls, HRD, human resource development inside the company. Again, I am talking about human resource development inside the company really motivates their staffs, and that motivated staff really expands the relationship between the company and stakeholders, concerned people. So for that, HRD is very, very important, boys and girls. Now, next point, determination to incentive plan for manpower. Boys and girls, what do you mean by incentive plan? You are right. Incentive plan is actually a kind of monetary scheme, all right? In company, generally, company has many more monetary scheme for their workers. If any workers complete their, work on time, before than standard time, if the, manpower produces the certain quantity, more quantities than the standard one, then, company provides such an incentive plan for their staffs. Let me show you some plan, like so many plans are there, like health say plan is there, right? And so many plans are there. Later on, I'll show you these all plans. So to decide and determine such an incentive plan, HRD is very, very important. Boys and girls, let's formulate this. Okay, these all points can be, formulated in a single word. I have made one very suitable word for you, that is baby made. So you will remember this word. Boosting the organization in source of manpower for the present and future need. For that, you remember B only, right? And A means assisting in the effective use of manpower. So A, BA. Now come to the next one, B. Beneficial for the development of leadership, supervision, and effective communication in an organization. Why? For yielding the higher productivity in the organization. I have already told you how it is. So motivation, empower motivation to manpower and organization to achieve goal. E for expansion of leadership and relationship between human resource working between working in the company and stakeholders. And D for determination to the incentive plan for the manpower. Boys and girls, if you remember this way, I hope you will understand all these need and importance. Boys and girls, let me tell you, no need to copy the same code word. You can develop yourself for the best memorization, and you can learn. So I'm giving you some homework, right? Categorize the manpower on the basis of skill. You write this. Similarly, list out 4 needs of HRD, short question, right? And list out 4 importance of HRD, right? So do this work and submit your teacher. I hope today's class, despite the technical difficulties, has become very fruitful, light-bearing. I hope, right? So studious clock is denoting that time is running out. So boys and girls, we are amid the pandemic situation. So please follow the guidelines of lockdown issued by the government. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy the upcoming Nepali class with Madhav Bhusal sir. See you next time. Till then, goodbye. Have a wonderful day.